Samalonga to Delera, any those number so TCC program in your Kanshila Tizidation dosane, number so Zishuchiwa de la Ning Tabani, Tuchina Shugi, any Tabo the other program, the Gomazumola, TCC motive big shishuna some so. The Shungi Mabuji can the Kango de day, the Barajing USC, but TCC, any numbers who came making in USC, so on France or Kendo Chido, any TCC motive this China Samsra. So, Tibetan Career Center, Pimi denominating on the any Sinja Pishon and in Nangsigi youth empowerment support area. The Tsabegi and also Leshi Chadi project in Chadi area, TCC. Any Tada the TCC Chasa de Damsala Range. The Nidon Chungi Chosom de Parachila and to go to Baduchiresha Lishi de Ra, and it's so way Gumzin de and it Tadabado Karishu the Shurajina, Tada Nancy Gidunga, TCC, Gomasu Mola, Mazugi, Dichire, Nancy membership Chidura, Gahanalota, Shija Chazan Rojula, almost Chazan is a day. So that the Dinalola membership Chiwe Kabla and the ratio Haritation and Shungi Mambuchira. Peche gadget to Chudoji, and those Chalemana and shooting in the Dusra, thing on such Chemboda, and occasion would see she, and Dino to Yagi Hanjetan, Yagi Hanjetan would dome Dojira, Digala Chudu Cheche, and TCC, those Chajuresha. So the gadget to Jula, this some like gadget to Junalo that the Yewana, Kandido Dunana, Shunge Kachi, and Chale Chunimana, completely unemployed Lera, the day Shunge Chidura. And Shunge Kachi condition and any Tizuchila Lega Cheruchira, penetration seasonally employed to the Euro, Gunsong Gangeda, Tizuchila Legachi and Tizuyarga Lion, who is shooting in the Euro, the de factory category Chidura, the main bayan Shunge Kachi Kandidunana, underemployed Lera, underemployed Nana penetration, any crying member get looked on chair that I in and the exam la Ligula and office club Legachi, the underemployed church, the looked on chair Pavela Lega Machini Jura. The Nedoji, any category, the Nesumji, any Gaja Tuchunalo, Tudu, Samala, and the Yarga Handetangodon, and TCC Doshi Chado. The TCC Tablam, the country Regina, the TCC, the Lashi Jonda Han, Yamdola, and Kishimanda Hariana, and the Dunam Che, the Yodera, career counseling Chebore, the career counseling Chebo, Gunze Hundred Restoration, and the Yama Tuzilla, Matugi, that Tengsang Chasha Regina, and the Shirigi. Look at Chazan Dojila, career counselor, Radula Namde by Yore. In a Yama Tuzilla, Penashana South Flojo, Shija Chazan Dojila, Dula Namde by Chick Mother Yomarira, D Tuzilla, and Shangi Mamuchilani, Dulam, I get Kotoma Matop Chera, and those Chitusho Chile, Sangido. So that the factor would into Sambala Mazuki, Shukari Gaonana, and the Lota Halada, Dulam Shiriki Yoachera, Dulam Namde by Yoache. The Manjegi should guess at the Shungi Range. Songs on Shugi to the Misuka to give Consulata, Dilam Kotop Tomigo number solar, career counseling chair down, and Dingam Dollar, and a Kachila career surgeon. Begin Mabuchi Chego is some to the unemployed chair. Dinalola, Dulam Chuku Maimba Chera, and consular, the factor Mambu Yodisam with Takashi, Unigi, Dulam Toyosi, but a Dulam Giko, Toyosi, but in a penjo can you teach a financial rate, financial support major, young can you shungela can you teach so factor Mambu Yodisambala TCC and a Dulam career counseling Galushu Gawore. The deal of career counseling, the TCC 1-to-1 later. Toda chikyam do ani counseling chibu maimba che no mass counseling ta mangbuji group counseling yang chego ro dila career awareness le de no program dila to di no loda rashi ta sunning issues la pora gyawo re shunge tu che phama tu che and chik the counseling now la shukchimbuji ani shugen chimbuji khani chego re samge do na phame gyre so san na career awareness program now la phama la parenting counselor chigo re ra counseling chigo re parental counseling now la ta khonjo ge pogo ge lamde dulam lamde khande ta ngajo ge counselor ge chik chego re nyamdo la phamai ge yang gyapgyo goe ra phame gyapgyo goe re phame khran ge gen chi khe yo ra di khande kyu go me ga la ngajo ge counseling chego re and shege mangbu ji thu che khran su ge ta career de lamga de khawal la sha khande no sha and the khran su la 1-to-1 counseling chego na ngajo chego re yang na ngajo ge thanda phibe chi so na lo na bo so khingi ra thanda la shi jong da hang pe mangbu yo ra 송자 데데기 양 슝게 카지 양 하마고니 데딩에 이제 요래 송자 프랑스라 양 락시 정도 한 데데데 요르다는 포도베 로지라 인냠도 넘어서 킹게 기래 이네야 단다디 망부지 하고 여기 말에 단다 가지고 텍 레라 Tibetan entrepreneurship development 레라 디 가지고 디레 단 넘어 소니 슝게 하시다 람발라 치야 슈딩에 이제 요라 프랑스라 양 가시 양 총게게 데바 여기 이제 양 슝게 USC 바데 냠돌라 펜초가니 체워지나라 단다 가지고 텍기 가지고 슝게라 아니 entrepreneur라 총바 차치도 민데 아니 가지고 단다 비숑게 텍기 아니 도스 펜초게 튕게 자고 레라 딘데기 코도베 로테 치고 말이 지당기 땅도 뱅다 딘데 사와 강종 뱅다 딘데 망부지 리시 망부지 요레 비숑나로라 펜조기 튕게 자야가지라 리시 딘조 가서 숑게라 코도베 로다 안 데네 가서 스콜러십 요라 scholarship thana academic lera lokta scholarship chiku mai bache ani susugi vocational lera ani lakshi jongda chela yang council scholarship in the program de yore di ngzo yang shenge la ngzo ge dosti khodope dan dene ta CAP career awareness program di dosti ngzo lo da reshi ani shija kha droche ani phama thu shenge thu che di program di lishi de ta dosti thana pado che de yore ta thalo di ngzo tis chi khabu che khan number su changma khengo de thana name di kanye che ngzo ta physical le thuye ma de ta thiri thalo ge ani ngzo ge CAP program themani wa chegi du wa ta thiring de ngazo ge program de ani kharje ishwara chena ta disha disha program introduction de number su shuna samsra thiring de ngazo lishi de di de handa khare number su khingi ge ta career awareness la sama ngazo career na lo la ta profession pe mangbu ya career pe mangbu ta thiring de ngazo mi su career ni de ngo je chera number su la fashion design tha ani interior design le ra dingi de number su la an ngazo ge ma ngo je che yi ani ngazo ge thiring ge resource person di ani shashang ji re phra ina gyazo institute ke ani founder chadi do an thada ba do pheba shunge mangbu chi la phra ge lo chong che sha ani phra ge pheba am do district to new yu di sambala phra ge phebe che do mix ka ne phra ge ani lobyen di cheja te che ani thada ba do samshi di che de dura ngazo ti khare phebe shenge che do thana samshi che di do Dijik che di shwe che ra nyamdola ani di shugo samstada ngazo counseling ge ani counseling che section ge desing ge counseling chu dilam chu maim banga chu ya let's say subject din de shengela odi chibo ra let's say subject la this employability skills ra shenge chi ge minde laga cha jodi samba su la cell khari khari goe me da cell khechimbo khari khari yue me di ga la ngazo ge pula shengela ngazo ge training che ra subject dus chego re chidang ge ente de thelo thensa te ne mangbu chi ya degree yo khangshi lam de la chema thu nge da la mara nge ka nge la mara che ka nge che de nge de USC bare ta di ya factor khawal thu ko samdi dus sure je na employability skills de yo mare samdi dura employability skills la du sambata din alo kham job application khande chi go me ra resume khande chi go me su moting ning du le ra an interview ra confidence ka la dingje ka la ge je share da education bu si da interview na lo sonza di chasang chang do training che go re and lega na lo la ta khangi lega ra sa sho la ni lega work environment de ra ya pu che che do ya pu su su ge phage na lo la lega ra ma se ani gyuring bu da phuya ring bu neve che do ta environment de khuyu de ya bu chung go de samala and khangi conflict la di khawan chenyo la di khawan na che si ra so the personal life la che si the professional the workspace na che si ra so that the conflict there chenyo de ngazo ge and resolve khandi chigo me de legala subjong chi re and non violent communication de la cheme shiwe dalen communication chidang ji ra non violent communication chiwara je na so so le kheben khari khaje me da an chi ra jima laga chiwe kabla khibem kha tuben kham sugi me the non violent communication che and confidence building along the subjong chi re personality development da di chasang along the subjong chi is ra thanda badura Dijik che nyamdola dijik show some counseling ge thanda badon anzo ge ta program chi sawa cha diore ta lochis modo chi mare youth motivational talk na number king ye ge thanda shenge semgi the lesson chi ngazo go chu ra ta dina lo la ngazo ge ani mikbe thari bu mata wa chira nga so chenje na lo la mya nga so chi zo chinji na lo la mde shenge ani bursu thende nge shenge tik profession manda chi ne thanda bado thanda thande ding la ra thande ding ja la ni success lending is your ra and france ya ke tan che role model as a role model hu ke tan che ra hu ke nize ge gulam de ngazo ge drum she che ra platform france ge ta gulam de drum she che ni shunge la sem gyu the do da an ngazu profession khashim hama go nyen jora dinde ngazu ma ngo je che ro da ra thana ngazu chi so na lo la ta stereotype le ra ngazu ge khari na da amji che da engineer da ani ta thingsa da bhishung leje le ro da dinde chi bu ta zu thanga ge kang profession kang khashe chila chidong che de go de ra ani de mai ma zu profession tomna digam yoria you don't just career you don't just profession dene mangu yore na ni ra ngazu ge ta the platform chi number so la career dende yor ta na ni ta awareness to chai do nyam do la motivation chai do ra the program chi ngazu go chu yore de chi che an nyam do la ngazu ge for par ra par ge ngazu ge ani the subject che go re ra da wa chi ki subject de che go re ta thalo name the chi ani situation de chi rang cha wa je na ngazu thalo ngazu parba ge training dawa chi training che ye di chi che dene ngazu desen chi khar chai dona computer desen cha go re lole desen cha go ra lole desen na lo la ta ngazu ge la shi jong da ra re ra lole ani ngazu ge course ta lole mi jawa shi che go re lole mi jawa shi na lo la ta na number so king ge ta ngazu mang shi ne che ne ani in design lab ki re photoshop lab ko re ani dine illustrator lab ko re ra di chasang che ani ngazu ge rime rang ala lab ko re dawa chik chi post re ra di chik che nyam do la number so king ge na ngazu ge tele course yang lab ki ra dawa chik tele course ra commerce background chi ge lo chong ye ge background ye ge shenge france la ra ta lop ta pu wi na ta ani graduate thing ye na ta shenge na ta thanda current ani accountant lega chi ba che ding ye france chang do jin commerce background ye na ngazu tele ge ani dos che ani kare training che digo re tele de as a super ani lega chi de na di khech mu pe chawo sam de tele shen de ro di ngazu rime ga la ta tcc ge program chasang do ji rime ra re free ra re ro shenge che du ni su ka ni shenge che de ra che du re so ani thanda hairdressing jira ta desin sumba de hairdressing chai do hairdressing de chitang gi interior ngazu ma training che di da reme re de ne yang ta kran training dawa shi indu samba di dawa shi jang we kap ta ani kran gi chuche pheche che jira di la ngazu gi ta tona choksam ro ji rimba ya wo re ma shi yo di chidang gi ngazu ma la be di gi ani number solar training che jira odi free rang re sorry nga dimi sab chisra logle de nga zu gi certified chi da ra ani dili gi thero IACT le ra france gi certified chi le nga zu course de ra ani thada di hairdressing ina nga zu Javed Habi foundation ye ra rang gi certification course re di dawa shi course gang la nga zu gi ta samche khari chi sure je na pu kha chi ani une ge nge ni hair gi skill ye gyo ji li de ang khonso dawa shi jang che une or debut cha che ro ang khran chu lega su employed ma che self employed chi ge su rang ye chung bo chung ye la ngi chi ang kha chi den de yo re shing ge ro khran su che do min de ang zu ge ani le shi sawa chi khari ye shu ra ji na thanda tet penchu li bung ge ani le shi chi le tet de ro khonso chung da je wa ge le shi de khonso da nga zu ge ani sumje chi che collaboration chi che ro nga zu ge ani skills to enterprise na program sawa bo chu de that hairdressing gi dawa shi course kablam de nga STE training ji che go re skill to enterprise di training de khar re shura ji na ta kran tel di lakshe ta gi lakshe ji ra kran jangsan jela su chung go chu ye ra ji na ra nga zu gi ani STE di gi an gyu che na kran ta number su shenge de la nga zu khar che wa shura ji na ani kran su chung ha de ge gi me da chung ga ji ani background chi ri ya chung ha de gya go ye me da sa cha khwala gya go ye me da gyabjong jira chung gadi ani lel haw re samgi bunda na so ha gora ris le di sambala na chu gi ris lewe nyam do la an gyabla an chung gi background di she di ko re samgi dura so da she ni na chu gi che go re ra STE gi che and dene shunge ta current batch na lo la shunge chu ye na da khazu ye na da France nang chu la ni competition du che ra business ki proposal kin le ra training test angela business proposal kini leche amazu judge yode france ge ani panel din zo france si ge su gi idea ya yo na dilan chebi chik la ra chebi chik ya na ni la ra antai ina ra mazu ge khar chona na seed brand ro thong bo chwe la pesha ani to shi ani halo thunge ja go re ni thunge ja go re bumni sum che wo ra thong bo chwe la dine le shi chi nga zo cham yo re hairdressing de se na lo ra dine TCC de se shiwa di khar chai du shiwa re jina ta di sawari lochik ma do go chwe ma ra mentoring service yo ra nga zo ki mentor officer to ke la yo ra ngazu ta di counseling that is the doubt o chago de ne counseling de ngazu ki short term le ra kya counseling dulam ngazu ge ta ngazu ge assessment che da de yor ra de che sai ra kya dulam de de china yang bu suggestion the option khashish ti re ngazu ki ani process khashish yor ra dulam khashish yor di counseling che san jela and kya sula ani shungge la ngazu ge option khashish te ra di gwe counseling la du samra ngazu ge kya la decide chi mar ngazu ge kya la lamga timir ra kya ge personality shi ka cell and yuba di chasan ta chera psychometric assessment le ra di chasan che and the assessment chwe ka bla ngazu ge option mangush ti ra di gwe chen su rang ge min de kali ga chen di career khande chi go me da ni yang na institute call apply chi go me da di chasan ge su na re Taine this also na ya khashe shunge khashe la ka nge ti so so ngazo ki mentoring service de sawa go chu ra mentoring service de khran kharchi shura jina te khran gi career jira ani tholob la join re tholob la apply che ne re di chasan chi khran gi goal jira goal di male bado mentoring officer ge ngazo leche gi ra hand holding lagba ju chi mi de khran gi goal bado ke re ra khran gi ani ngazo gi leshi di ta na re hand holding support te jira khran psychology kanye ina re ro muni gi career frang ala kanye ina re khanje thola kanye chige na shenge chidu ra ngazo ge mentor officer chi shayo re ta number so ani ngazo ge chi thon na lo la ta chi su min de ngazo counseling che da de go chu ba re ina yang number so western side da de ta me beta original counseling da yue ba che ro nyam do la ya mentor le du sambala new te che min de su yarge ta la new te che mentor in de higher chinge dio ne tha thanda tcc ngazo ge mentor de number so remain free na yore ro frangi khatu assist chi original available yore so number so mentor de ani mentoring service de ani phuje yang na wo china shwe yi di le shi sawa ra re mentoring service de ro di chik che ani number so program introduction this how TCC introduction how chira and khari miss out chisna ngaran khare ngoji che di miss out chisra ngiming jingmela mu shigi ye and thade chala thanda Tibetan Career Center pimi dunam noten ha le ra di ginji yi ngazu ge thanda ani Tibetan Career Center na lo la staff kingdom ngazu nga ye ani ngazu logle de si na ching chong la ye re ani dene ngazu nge ge counseling ge counselor le ro jabela ye re dine any mentoring officer ra tokela che dine ngazu tasu gela ni hairdressing trainer ye ra test andubla yi dine an thiringi crown wanted to some star resource person Shashank ji re hello Shashank ji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Should we start?
Yes, sure. Can you please start with your introduction, please?
Yeah, I thought I was not sure if you have given it already.
I'm so sorry. I think I took so long.
That's okay. That's okay. So let me put myself on the spotlight.
Sure.
Yeah. So hello, everyone. Good morning. You can all unmute yourself whenever asked to. And I would request all of you, if you can just put your video on. So if you have good data, internet connection, you can put your videos on so that we can start with the meet. Okay with everyone? Yes. Am I audible? Very good.
Yes.
So I hope everyone is doing fine. Everyone is doing great. My name is Shashank Bharadwaj, and I am the owner of Gatsu Design Institute. It's in Anand. It is in Gujarat. If you have not heard about Anand before, it's a small town between Vadodara and Ahmedabad. Amul, we all know Amul, yes. So Amul stands for Anand Milk Union Limited. So the A stands for Anand. So I'm basically from Anand Milk Union Limited. And no, I'm not into Amul. Okay, I'm not in a milk producing business. So basically, this whole seminar, this webinar that we are doing, I just thought that, why not Tibetan friends should be aware about the educational field and the background of learning design, right? So I have been teaching design since 2008. I have done my master's and bachelor's from the MS University Vadodara Architecture. I have been the HOD, that is head of department with this private institute called INIFD, then this Vidyanagar College, APIED. I'm an interior designer and an architect by profession, but I think I have loved design in all the aspects, whether it is website or industrial product design or fashion design or interior design, right? And I'm not boasting about myself, but I can teach almost 36 subjects in science and in architecture and in fashion. So I think you are in safe hands right now. So your ability to decide, to understand design in the next maybe half an hour, 1 hour, whatever time we have, is going to be very interesting. Okay, so let us not talk about me anymore. Let us talk about the subject, that is designing. So one thing that we all need to understand, that designing is not something that India, Tibet, Asia, Africa, we never had designing as a course, as a curriculum, as a subject. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Yeah, correct. So it was never the part. For example, medical was always the part of our, society, and this teaching was always the part of the society. Health was always the part of education, but designing, no, it was never the part of education. So we need to understand the history of design a little bit. Where does this design come from and why people wanted to understand design? Okay, let us say, if you I have been to I have been to the Tibet Museum. One of your very prominent personalities, Dardon Sharling, is a good friend of mine, and she invited me to to visit the Tibet Museum once, and I was there. If you have been to the Tibet Museum, what do you see there? You see there the whole art part, you see the history, you see the revolutions, you see the but if you try to just focus on the creative abilities or whatever creative stuff is happening there, you will see the yarn, you will see the hand loom, you will see the copper and the brass carving parts, the art, the doll museum in Nobulinka. All these things that you see has to do something with the art. Now there is a difference between art and design. Like we have Tibet is blessed to have one very famous art forms, and that is Thangka painting. You would not see this anywhere. And if you have seen a Thangka painter literally doing Thangka, it's very meditative to see these people. They are just into that, that painting stuff. So art and design, these two things are different. When we do art for making ourselves and the people around us more happier, and it's a form of it's a creative investment of time. So if you pick any community across the world, forget about India and Tibet, if you pick any community across the world, you will see that people had nothing much to do. They used to go to the farms, they used to rear up their children, and done. They're free all the whole day. So then they started inventing some form of a creative way to invest the time. So they got wool, they got cotton, and then they started weaving, then they started making fabrics, they started getting deeper and deeper and deeper. So art is a very creative way of investing time. But what is design? Design is not we are not investing our time just to become creative. When we are doing designing, we are actually solving a problem. We have to understand that. Okay, we are actually solving a problem. Like, for example, I suppose you see my background. It's real, it's not a virtual background. So I have this wooden laminate here, I have this money plant here, I have this Buddha statue here, I have this Buddha statue here. Is this looking good? Maybe yes. But is it solving a purpose? No. Yeah, it is solving one purpose. It makes my background look a little good. That's it. But can I have like multiple replacements for that? I can have 1,000 replacements for this. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. So why I'm saying this to you, because many people think designing is, somebody has to be rich, you have to look glamorous, it's all modeling and photography and blah blah blah. No, it's not like that. You have when you're designing something, you have to understand who you're giving the design to, what is the purpose of design. But when you're doing art, okay, tell me one thing. You have always you might have come across a small young boy or a girl studying in a 5th standard or a 6th standard, and coming to you, oh, see, I made this drawing. And that and you say, beta, what have you drawn? What have you, what kya banaya tumne? What have you sketched? And the person would say, oh, this is a horse. And the horse looks like a potato. What will you do? You will just appreciate that child. Oh, beta, you have done very good. You will try better next time. Okay. You know that if you cannot say that child, oh, looks like a potato. What are you crazy? Do you think it's a horse? You will not say like that to that child, right? And you know what? There are certain very prominent artists in this world who actually make a horse look like a potato and they earn millions because they call, see, it's abstract form. This is abstract design. I I think Tenzin Lobsang is laughing. He is definitely has a good experience in this. We call it modern art because modern art it doesn't go in anybody's head. It becomes modern art. Right? And we think, oh, this must be expensive, and there's a lot of literature behind the art. So art is not solving a purpose. It is rather is more, is for the aesthetic purpose for your life. It makes a look. This Buddha statue here and this Buddha statue here is not for religious purpose, to be very honest. At least for in my case, this is more for the aesthetic purpose. This is more for, okay, where I will not see this. I will see this Buddha statue and I'll come back to, okay. I'm more reminded of the Buddhist lifestyle, and that's it, done. But the purpose of design is different. Okay, I have a pen here. Yeah, it's not an expensive pen. It might cost you 8 rupees or 10 rupees. But this cap, this holder, the size of this refill, this is design. The way I'm able to hold this, the way I'm able to write this, the cap, the way I easily click this and I unlock this is design. Am I making myself clear, everyone here? Yes? Yeah? So first thing we have to understand is that when we are designing, the purpose is to solve a problem. Unfortunately, the history of design started from Italy. The oldest college of architecture is Bauhaus. The oldest school of fashion is in Italy. Now, what happened in Italy was people were filthy rich. They used to eat potato, pasta, and pizza all day. They had no other job to do. Okay. And if you have any friends in Paris, if you have anybody in Italy, you ask them. People in Italy, they don't want to grow. People in UK don't want to grow. Whatever they have, they're very happy with it. They don't design. They don't live for others. The American lifestyle and the UK lifestyle is different, guys. Apple is not even 15 years old and the whole world knows about it. But you know what? The designers of Apple are all Italians. They're all Germans. They made a design look so beautiful that everyone wants to own it. Forget about the function of that phone or that iPad. I'm not going into that. But America believes in spreading the design. Italy or UK, they believe in having the design. Are you understanding this difference? Am I? Yeah, correct? Okay. Now, this whole difference is what makes it a business. Now, when Italians or the people in UK or when people in Britain, they started, creating new designs. Americans went there. The Silk Route people went there. You know the Silk Route, right? I hope everyone's history geography is good enough. Okay, so the people went to UK and then they realized, oh my God, like these people are amazing. But the purpose of Italians doing designing and us doing designing is different. Now, if you see Indian attire, what is a common Indian attire among the women? No, it's not a skirt. No, it's not a shirt or a pant. It's a sari in women. What is the most common attire in men? No, it's not a pant shirt. No, it's not a pajama. It's a dhoti. Now, if you see it, it's nothing but draping a fabric around, round. There's no stitching, there's no pocket, there's no zip, there's no buttons. You just wrap it down and done. We have more than 180 types of draping styles of saris in India. How many? 180. Now look at the Tibetan, right? The chupa that you wear, the male dress and the female dress, they are draping themselves and doing nothing. The long sleeves that the male chupa it serves a purpose. So the traditional clothing of any country you pick has functional design. But then people started making money out of it. And Italians were number one in that. So when you listen about Prada, when you listen about Gucci, when you listen about Coco Chanel, when you listen about all these Jimmy Choo, yeah, I heard you, Sefel, even if you're mute, right? I could have the lip reading done. So all these brands, when they came up, the purpose of was not to make the life of people to solve a problem. It was rather to create more problems. Oh, I have this shoe, I don't have this shoe, or I have this pair of clothes, I don't have that pair of clothes. So the purpose of design changed, and we Indians, we Tibetans had nothing to sell. I mean, we were very happy with our sari. We were very happy with our dhoti. We were very happy with our chupa. We don't want to, we had no reason to market it. So this whole globalization brought the subject of design into us. It brought this design. Oh, why don't you design something? Okay, tell me one thing. All of you are intelligent and smart people here. You know that? Do you think there is anything like Tibetan architecture? Do you think Tibetan architecture exists? No, there's nothing like Tibetan architecture. Yes, there's Tibetan painting and all, but we don't have anything like Tibetan architecture. There's no special technique in Tibetan architecture that we have, except the terrace making process that you might know. They take this long stick with this round base, and they keep doing this, they keep singing, and they make the floor, the earth beating, we call it. Yeah, you know all about it, right? Thumbs up, yes. Okay, fine. So this all there are certain techniques, and we all the traditions have the techniques. There is nothing like Indian architecture. Indian architecture is there is zero in Indian architecture. Yes, we have Vastu Shastra, but we don't have Indian architecture. But Americans, Bauhaus School of Architecture, Italians, UK people, they had architectural principles. They came up with columns and beams and this type of masonry, that type of walls. We never had that anything like this. So what happened was 20 to 25 years ago, this whole field of design was introduced to us. If you go to any Indian city, you go to any Indian village, you will not find a single house which you can say that this is an Indian style of architecture. It doesn't exist. We have temple architecture, we don't have housing architecture. So this whole American style and UK style of architecture was brought. The clothing was brought. Like I can see Sering Chosen here. She's wearing a nice red jacket with that fur collar. It was not required, but it was introduced. So, and why it was introduced? Obviously, so that we can have better and different careers, so that we can have good money earning prospects, so that we can bring versatility to the people around us. Are you all getting this? Yes. Yeah. So we need to understand something, that we are studying a subject which is not ours. We have no command, we have no history on that subject. So when we are studying this subject, we are studying it not from our point of perspective. We have to understand the perspective of the subject itself. And I tell you, there is only there are two perspectives. One, solve the problem, make it functional. And number two, earn as much as possible. If you are designing something to make someone happy, okay, you are an emotional fool. Sorry to say that, but it is the truth. So you have to design to make the thing functional. It has to have a purpose. Number two, you have to earn money. Imagine iPhones, like you know about iPhone, right? Apple iPhone. And it is one of the most expensive phones in the general category. I will not go to the designer phones. iPhone is not a designer phone at all. Okay. So if we are calling a iPhone, if you're taking example of iPhone, all the purpose that are there in an iPhone are available in a Samsung, are also available in an Oppo or a Vivo or a MI. Whichever brand you pick, the features are available, right? If your purpose is to talk to somebody, take certain selfies and take some pictures, whether you have an iPhone or an MI doesn't make a big difference, right? But they are still selling the product at those whopping prices, 1.5 lakh rupees, if you have an iPad, if you have an iPod, if you have an iPhone, if you have an Apple Watch, if you have an Apple Pen, I think, and you are carrying that all the time, then I think your price is not less than 6 to 7 lakh rupees. Anyone can easily kidnap you and become a little rich, right? But so what are they trying to sell here? They're not trying to sell the design. They're selling the the purpose of design. That why you need. The moment you have an iPhone, your level goes up. Somewhere you're leveling up. Any of the Adobe illustrators, any of the Photoshop or CorelDRAW experts out here, they would love to have a Lenovo or an IBM, but once they get a MacBook, they're very happy. Why? Because the design solves their purpose. Are you getting this now? Probably if you are in a relationship and if your boyfriend or a girlfriend is a very rich brat, you would expect an iPhone to be gifted to you on your birthday. Right? How much do you love me? Give me an iPhone. Yeah. Right. So there the purpose is not design. It's you owning a very expensive gadget. So understand the philosophy of design, that why are you becoming a designer? What is the purpose of you becoming the designer? If you want to make everyone happy, okay, it's very noble cause. Yeah. But if you are not solving a problem, if you're not earning money, trust me, you will not stay long. You're not going to stay long. Hmm? So the purpose of art and design is, I hope, is clear with everyone. Yes. I hope everyone is clear with the idea that where the history of design is. Yes. See, these topics are very huge. Trust me, when I am teaching these topics in my class, when I take these lectures, the topic art, design, and science, I take 9 hours to explain it. So obviously, 10 minutes will not justify the purpose of the topic, but I think you have an idea. Yeah. When I'm teaching history of design, there are 32 subjects in architecture and 32 subjects in fashion, topics in fashion, which cover the history of design all over the world. So it's a huge subject, but I think now you have an idea that when we are talking about design, we are not talking about Indian or Tibetan origin or Japanese or Korean origin or Russian origin. It is completely different, right? Okay, just out of the box. Do you know how cricket was invented? Anybody here? Anyone? If you can try. If you are a very good CBSE student, in 10th standard, there was a chapter of cricket, because I am very good with that. I'm very thorough with all the 10th, 9th and 10th syllabus. So if you, let us not waste time. I'll tell you. So what happened was in England, people were very rich. Okay. They were very, very rich and they said, Kya karna hai? Let us have some time pass. So they thought, chalo, let us go to a field. And the batting was, how they used to do the batting? They used to sweep it on the floor. The bat was never like that. It was like this. So the ball would come rolling on the ground, and you have to keep the bat on the floor like this, not like this, like this. And you have to sweep on the floor. And these very rich people, they used to do this time pass. And you know what was the maximum time of playing cricket in England according to the rules? It was only 40 minutes. You cannot play cricket more than 40 minutes. So this is how cricket started. And now look at it now. We have IPL, we have HPL, we have regional Premier Leagues happening. So much of money is coming from a thing which was meant for time pass, killing time. Are you understanding this? So thanks to globalization, we have, converted everything into a money earning business, right? We are claiming money from everything possible now. So you have to be smart enough and to see that how, as a designer, you can solve this purpose. Okay. Now, the fashion and interior, I think you all know fashion is about clothes. Interior designing is all about, designing the offices and the buildings and restaurants and clubs and bars and all these things. Fashion is all about all kinds of clothing, formal, informal, and, stuff like that. We need to understand both these topics one by one. So what does fashion actually include? What are the topics that are covered in fashion? I'll just tell you in short. So basically, fashion will have 5 objectives. One is style. And I know and as you know, we all have our own styles. For example, a Tibetan boy, walking down the Mehrgarh street would come down and he has got this very crazy hairstyle. He looks very funky. He's wearing a chupa and he's wearing nice denims. He's wearing those good sneakers. And what is the first comment that we'll have? Wow, what a good style, right? So fashion is about creating nice and interesting styles. That is the first thing. Second thing is fashion is about either it is basic or it is very classic. For example, if you're going to some functions, and everyone is wearing the Tibetan traditional dresses, you will pick who is looking classic and who is looking basic. Yes, agreed? Yeah. So even in normal office wear, we all go to offices, we all go to our workplaces, someday you will feel that what you're wearing makes you feel very classic, and someday what you're wearing makes you feel, oh, it's very basic. It's not bad, it's basic. So the purpose of fashion is to create basic clothing and classic clothing. So when you talk about brands like John Players, when you talk about brands like Aerosmith, I think even Levi's, they all come in basic category. Levi's is doing nothing. Levi's is just making a denim and a t-shirt. जिसमें red color का, यहाँ पे they write Levi's here. And you are like, oh, I want to have this Levi's t-shirt. I don't know why we all feel like that. But we want to have that Levi's t-shirt. Yeah. And you know what? How Levi's started? Okay, I'll tell you the history of Levi's. It's very interesting. So when America was about to attack Europe, okay, when the Second World War was going on, was about to happen, sorry. So Britain said that we need more workers. We need to make more weapons. We need to do more, we need to lay more railway tracks. Or the majority of the railway tracks across the world were laid by the Britishers. You should know this. Even in India, okay. So these Britishers, they also went to Africa. They also started laying the railway tracks there. So they were looking for a very durable fabric, a fabric that can withstand the weather, it can withstand the dust, and it should be very strong. So in India, in Gujarat, okay, in Gujarat, someone was making a fabric, and he said this fabric is very rough and tough. It is only meant for laborers. You know what that fabric was? Denim. Okay, that fabric was denim. And then the invention of jeans happened. And the first attire they made out of that fabric was dungarees. You know what a dungaree is? A romper. You give it to the kids, right? Yeah. So the dungarees were invented. They were designed and they were all shipped to Europe. So basically, and the tailor who did that with the fabric, his name was Levi's, John Levi's. So just imagine, today we say, oh, I want to have Levi's. At that time, it was laborers. Only the laborers and the lower class people will wear it. And today we wear it and we say, oh, I have Levi's. Are you getting this? So understand the history first. And these are just few examples. There's an ocean of history in fashion. Okay. Anyways, coming back to the topic. So the basic and classic, I think the difference is very clear now. Okay. Now, the next purpose of fashion design is to make you follow fad. Now, what is fad? F-A-D. No, it has no full form. It's a word. Fad stands for a trend which is very weird. It's very crazy. It comes and it goes very fast. So that is called fad. For example, I'll talk about from my point of perspective. In Gujarat, we don't wear harems the way they are sold so easily in Dharamshala and McLeodganj and Dharamkot and Bhaksuna. You know what a harem is? Yeah, the Aladdin pants. Very common among the foreigners, the hippies. So if you go to, if we come to Dharamshala and McLeodganj, we are like, wow, this is such a nice pant. This is such a good attire. And we'll buy 10 and 12 of them, and we'll make the shopkeepers very happy. And then when we come back to our place, we don't wear it. Why? Because it looks good over there. It is a fad. Wow, this is so crazy. We buy it. But then it goes, it vanishes. I love wearing those Aladdin pants because I have that little hippie inside me, but that's it, done. But I will not go away and wear it outside because I know people are going to look at me. What are you wearing, man? What is this? Because people will not accept it. But in Himachal, the more weirder you are, in Dharamshala, the more dreadlocks you have, the more tattoos you have, you're more interesting. Yeah, this is how the culture. I love this place. It has a vibe of its own, but you have to be part of that. So when you follow something like that, that becomes fad. And it is not in fashion; it is in everything. Whether it is interior, whether it's a wallpaper, it's a curtain, it's a false ceiling, it's a fan, it's a light, everything. Like Alexa, or it's the gadget Alexa. It's a fad. We all want to have it. And it will be replaced very soon. Alexa will be replaced with something very soon, like an iPhone. 11, 12, Pro, Max. It keeps changing every year. So These are fads, these are short terms. And then, and the another fourth purpose of design is to solve the purpose of what it could be, something with the related with fad is trend. Trends are little long, they have a long time duration. Fads are like for few months, trends go for a long period of time. Hmm? Fads are covered by a very small group of people, trends are covered by a huge group of people. For example, TikTok is a trend. Okay, TikTok becomes a trend, but a particular song on TikTok could be a fad. For example, this I hope you all must be you must have heard this meme, rasode mein kaun tha. Yes. Yeah, I think you might have heard that jingle, rasode mein kaun tha. So that is a fad. It was there in trend, everyone was liking it, and then it's vanished, it disappeared. Are you getting this difference now? Yes, everyone. Okay, very good. So the fourth purpose is following a trend. Then the next and the last one is fashion forecasting. There are some people who are very futuristic when they wear some clothes. Hmm. They are very ahead of us. For example, if you have to go to a party, and you are like, what should I wear? What should I do with my hair? What should I do with my clothes, my shoes? So you will go, you will shop a bit, or whatever best you have, you'll accumulate it. You will make it. You will create a look. You will wear it and you go to the party. And then you see your friend is wearing completely, futuristic clothes. He's wearing this shiny black jacket and a shimmery golden pant and pink shoes, and you're like, my God, you look like a joker, but you look very good. And then after few months or weeks, the same thing is in fashion. So that person of yours, that friend of yours, had a futuristic approach. Is this making sense? Yes, everyone. Okay. Someone is mute. Someone is unmuted. Nima. Nima, can you mute yourself, please? Oh, she left. Yeah. Am I audible to all? Yeah. Just a second. Just a second. Yeah. So the fifth purpose was having a fashion forecasting. Okay. So fashion forecasting is again a challenge. Not everyone. It is not everyone's cup of tea. It's like you have been having, you're having pizza since a long time. You never thought of adding any ingredient to it, and then suddenly your friend come up with a Tibetan style pizza. So he's inventing something, and that becomes a trend. That becomes a favorite among people. Do you know the chow mein and the what do we call this, Manchurian that we have? If you will have the original chow mein and the original Manchurian, you are not going to love the taste. It is the Bengalis in India. See, West Bengal was the part where Chinese used to come for the business. Okay. Now, when they came, they also brought along with them the Chinese cuisine, and Manchurian noodles was one part of it. Okay. Now, these Bengalis thought that this is a very, it is a very lame taste. It's very bland. I'm not going to love this. So what they did, they added Indian spices into it. So the Manchurian and the chow mein that we have today is actually an Indian thing. It's not Chinese at all. So next time you go to a stall, when you say someone ki a Chinese delicacy, you can say, no, this is not Chinese, this is Indian. Or rather Bengali, because we love spices, so we added spices into it. What I'm trying to say here is the person who did it then is now a forecast. Are you understanding this? Yeah, I'm taking very, very lay examples here so that you can relate to it, because I don't know how much of you are very well versed with fashion and interior design. So I'm taking very simple, basic examples. Okay. So the 5 purposes of fashion are there, or understanding design are there, to be very honest. Okay. So all these purposes has to be there when you are learning design somewhere. Same thing comes with interior. The purpose of interior is not to make your home or office look very expensive. No, the purpose of interior design is to make your place be more comfortable, be more functional. Okay. If I'm living, for example, the Dharamshala McLeod Square, the McLeod Square is a very busy market, correct? Imagine you want to open up a meditation retreat in that center. No, not a bad idea, but the traffic, the noise, yes or no? So the purpose of the interior designer would become what? To create more sound insulation there. So the purpose is more sound insulation than the aesthetics. Aesthetics is secondary. The primary function becomes a sound insulation. Because now the place is bought. We cannot do anything. Now, if the interior designer goes and tells to the owner, oh, you chose a wrong place, you should have gone to Dharamkot. That's not logical, right? There's no point. This is the place, solve it. So solving a problem is designing. Are you getting the point now? Yeah. Now, I have seen many restaurants in Dharamshala. If you go to Dharamkot, if you go to McLeod, if you go toward the lower Dharamshala, there's Gumakkar and all these places, you will find all these restaurants. The investment is almost zero. They're using products which are very easily available. You will get a very good Wi-Fi there, but the cushion is made up from your mom's old sari or clothes and tied all together, and you sit in that, and almost a rag. But you love the ambience altogether. You're getting a good Wi-Fi, the food is nice and done. But if you do the same thing in Delhi, do you think it's going to win? No. The weather in Himachal, the weather in Dharamshala, the weather in such places makes you good, comfortable already. But the same thing, the same setup, if you do in Delhi or Bombay, you will not get that vibe. So a designer, as an interior designer, it's very important to understand what I'm trying to do with this. What I'm trying to solve with this, with my design. And I tell you what, many designers fail. You know why? Because they want to do what they want to do. Understand this. If you go to a doctor, okay, you're not feeling well, and the doctor says, this is my favorite medicine, have it. Are you going to get cured? No. The doctor has to give you the medicine which is meant for you, for your illness. In the same way, a designer cannot say this is good design because it is my invention. No, he has to solve the problem. Am I making sense? Yes. Yeah. So you have to understand that if you want to get into architecture, if you want to get into designing, you're supposed to design for the futuristic people what they will need, not what you want right now. So your mentor, your college, your institute, wherever you go, if they are not clear with this idea, you are spoiling your future. As simple as that. Mensikang, the Indian Ayurveda are going to be the most important and the most successful medications in the next coming 5 years. Take it as a point. Narendra Modi has already been approached by Ayurveda. Narendra Modi has already been approached by Mensikang, and he is going to make it common everywhere. You're going to see Mensikang in more places now. You're going to see Ayurveda in more places now. Why? Because they are more futuristic, they are more sustainable. So if we are not designing something which is solving the purpose, it's no point. Yes, the business part of it has to be taken care of. We have to see how it reaches to people. But the purpose is not, if it is not clear, it's not going to win anytime. So is this clear? Is this much part clear? Yes. Okay, let us take a 2-minute break. And if you have a question, you can just unmute yourself and ask a question. Then I will move on to the next part. Anyone, if you have a question, you can unmute, or you can write it to me personally on a chat. If you can unmute and ask, it will be better. Yes, anybody? No? Should we go ahead? Continue? Can you all do a thumbs up, please? Okay, good. Jamfel and Paldan, okay, good. Tashi Samdup. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. So let us go ahead how you have to start with this learning process now. So if you want to take admission in fashion design or interior design or architecture, there are amazing colleges in India. And starting from the best, I think I'm only going to share the name of the best colleges because there's no point talking in the average ones. So the best colleges that we have across in India right now is National Institute of Fashion Technology. It is National Institute of Design. It is Indian Institute of Art and Design. It is Voxen University, Hyderabad. It is Pearl Academy of Fashion. It is Symbiosis Institute, and it is MIT, that is in Pune. Now, if you're worried, ki, oh my God, how many names are there? What will I do? You just have to write down top colleges, fashion design colleges in India, or top design colleges in Google. You will get the list. Okay. Now, the important point is not the list of colleges. The important point is how to approach, where to approach, why to approach. I tell you one thing. If your maths is amazing, if you have got amazing interest in science, if you are very well versed with chemistry, physics, and bio, okay, if your English is very good, these three subjects, English, math, and science, you have to have, it has to be very good. You have to have, like at least you must be scoring 80% or above in your 11th, 10th, and 12th in order to get admission in these colleges. You will be able to crack the colleges. It's not easy to get into the colleges, but whether you will be able to stay there, sustaining that is important. Am I making myself clear? Yes. For example, if I tell you how many bones do we have in the body? Now you'll be like, oh, I'm not a medical student. Why are you asking me this? But you ask this question to the second year student in fashion design, he will tell, there are 206 bones. Are you getting what I'm saying? If I ask you which is the longest bone in the body, you'll be like, oh, I have to see. I don't know about myself. But if you ask the same thing to a first year student, he'll say, yeah, it is femur, the thigh bone. Yeah. So we have to be very good at science naturally. You have to be very good in maths. If I ask you what is sine theta, what is sine 30 degree, you have to be like, oh, it is 1/2. Why? Because that maths principles are going to be there. Have you seen a Thanka artist? He will not make a Buddha painting just by that. Oh, this comes to my mind. No, he will make circles. He will make lines. He will make circles. Yes or no? So the geometry knowledge is there. The maths knowledge is there. Basic 10th maths is very much important. If you have mathematics in 11th and 12th, it is considered very good. Not all colleges would expect you to have maths in 12th standard, but you should have maths. If your maths is good, the journey is much better. Okay. There's a subject called garment construction in fashion designing. This subject, garment construction, is 70% mathematics. So if you don't like maths, you're not going to get anything there, right? So maths, science, English, this has to be important, because even if your teacher talks to you in Hindi or in Tibetan, the Google is not going to answer you in Hindi and Tibetan. The books are not written in Hindi and Tibetan. I mean, I will die the day the Vogue magazine will come in Hindi and Tibetan. I will not be able to see that. Okay, so see Vogue coming in Tibetan, the first page. So, this is, I don't think so. That is, that is at all going to solve the purpose. Because do you have a Tibetan word for fashion? Let us start with that. What Tibetan word for fashion? What is it? Yes, Jigmeji, tell me.
Yeah.
Jigmeji?
What was the question?
What was the question?
Sorry?
I think. Shashankji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What was the question?
I'm saying, do we have this Tibetan word for the word fashion?
Fashion.
Yeah. Do we have a Tibetan translation to it? I don't think so.
Yes, I heard of one which I used before while introducing the program. I think it's called Pesar Khunche something.
And yeah, but that is called dressing up. I know this word, but that means to dress up.
To dress up.
But fashion is a different word.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Okay.
Maybe there is, but we don't know about it. I'm not sure.
I don't think so that the translation for fashion would exist, because, as I said, the vocabulary, we never had this word in our history. We never had Tibetan
saying something.
It is more. Sefal is just agreeing to what I'm saying. Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. So I'll just mute you. Okay, Jigme. Okay. Yeah. So, as I said, you need to have math, science, English, all these basic subjects to get into it. Every year in the month of December, you will have all these national colleges launching their forms, their admission forms. So you have to keep up with those college lists, those admission lists. But as I said, cracking these exams is not easy. It's very difficult. And living there, sustaining there is even more difficult. So you have to be ready. How? First of all, mentally. If your subjects are not thorough, if your subjects are not clear, if you already know you are a designer, you're not going to stay there. You will be thrown out very easily. The life of architecture students, design students is tough. You know, the toughest subject in the toughest subject to study in the world is architecture, because the architectural faculties are meant to grill you. They are taught to rag their students. They are taught to, disturb the students mentally, because architecture is one such subject. It is like two Tibetan monks debating. you know it's that strong. They both are going talking about the same thing, but they have their opinions. In design, opinions matter a lot, and architecture is very strong. In fashion, if you just color your hair white and pink, and you can just go out in the market and people tell you, what are you doing, you will just reply, oh, you will not understand this, you're a boring person. You will not get this. But in architecture, you cannot make a 50 feet window and say you will not understand this. You have to have a purpose for that. Are you getting the point? So architecture is the toughest subjects across the world to study, followed by medical and management. Okay. So if you are getting into design, if you're getting into architecture, you have to be ready. Now you need to have your opinions. You need to have your sense of design, and that will not just come like that. You have to cultivate it. Okay. All these colleges will take your admission forms by the end of January and February. Once the college admissions are over, you will have to have a written exam, which will happen in 2021 for sure, of online or offline. I don't know how it happens next year in 2021. You have to give an offline exams. Once you clear the offline exams, almost all the colleges have their branches. Like NIFT has 9 branches. Right? So all these colleges have different branches here, and you will have to go there and a group discussion and a personal interview. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. So you have to have those group discussion and personal interviews, and depending on that, you will get that. So basically, there is a two-tier process. First is the entrance exam. Second is the personal interview and the group discussion. And you will get a lot of resources online how to prepare for it. There are many good coaching centers in Delhi, in Gurgaon, in Noida, who train you how to clear those exams, right? This is part one of taking admission in fashion design or interior design or architecture. The second purpose is that if you think that you're not very good in English, you're not very good in maths, you're not very good in science, then you have to go for private institutes. Now, private institutes are like, there is JD Institute of Fashion Technology, there is IIFT, Indian Institute of Fashion Technology. There are many private institutes. I have my institute called Gyatso Design Institute, right? So all these private institutes, government has given them. Acha, in these, you have to see one thing. Are they affiliated or are they certified by any government body or not? So we have certification bodies like UGC, we have certification bodies like ISO, we have certification bodies. Any local college or university, if they have a tie up with that, it means there is some level of authentication, some level. You cannot believe them blindly. Okay, there is some level. Then you have to go through the syllabus. Always compare the syllabus of NIFT or NID with these private colleges. So you have to go through to the syllabus of NIFT and NID. The NIFT and NID brochures are available online for free. You can just download them. Okay, so you download those brochures of architecture and design, read the subjects, try to understand them, have a discussion about it, try to find out what the subject means online on Google. You can ask me personally as well, and then try to compare that syllabus with the private institutes. That is the best way of judging a private institute. See, these private institutes, they have a lot of money, I tell you. I'm an Indian, I have been my purpose of starting this institute was I was a part of a private institute. I will not take the name of it, and there was a lot of corruption in education. Trust me. And then I decided I will not do this with my institute. I will have an open institute where I'll be very honest. Until date, Gatso Design Institute has taught 4 Tibetan students for free, 100% scholarship. Okay, these students, what are they doing right now? I'll come to that point later. But the purpose of an institute, fashion and architecture, this looks very flashy. It looks very good. So when you look at the campus, oh wow, you look at those models, you look at those posters, you feel like, wow, this is very good. No, it's not like that. It should not be like that. So the subject is important. You are not going there to enjoy the campus. You are going there to study the subject. Do you all agree with me? Yes or no? Yeah. So the subject is important. So you need to question them that NIFT ye padhata hai. NIFT is teaching this. Are you teaching this? Are you going to teach this as well? They might find you crazy, but let it be. They might tell you, go NIFT, why are you coming here? Fine, let it be. Let them respond the way they want to. But your question should be like that. Only then you will be able to judge this institute very well. If they're able to answer, you can make a choice. Number one. Number two, job prospects. None of the colleges in India of any job placements in their campuses. Even the national ones, they don't do that. They are not allowed to. But in order to seek admissions, every college across the world creates this job placement theory. That we will give you job, itna package milega, you will get that package, you will get this package. In fashion, it's not like that. In design, it's not like that. How it goes, I'll tell you. When you finish your 3-year, 4-year curriculum from a college, you are supposed to choose a firm, a studio, a design label under which you want to work. For example, there is Tenzin Lobsang here. Let us say Tenzin Lobsang finished his 4-year architectures in Delhi. So he has to now select an architect under whom he wants to do the training. He might be paid for that, he might not be paid for that. If he is brilliant, he'll be paid for that. If he is not that brilliant, he will not be paid for that. So Tenzin Lobsang here will have to work under that architect for at least a year to understand the working principles and how good he is in his own subject. Is it clear with everyone? Yes? What I said? Okay, good. Then what Tenzin Lobsang will do is he'll keep changing the architects for the next 3-4 years. You have to keep changing your bosses because they will all have their own philosophies. Everyone will come up with his own philosophy and you will judge whether the philosophy is successful or not. Is this making sense? Yeah. For example, you might come to me and I'll ask you, oh, let us do a lot of change in design. Okay, that is my philosophy. You might go to Jigme Lamo. Let us say Jigme Lamo is a fashion designer. You might go to her and she will say, oh, no, we have to rob everyone. Let us do a lot of business. Let us, make a product of 10 rupees and sell it for 1,000 rupees. That is her philosophy. It's not about right and wrong. It is about philosophy. Are you getting this? And I tell you one thing, the teacher in the institute is not going to teach you that. It is not in the syllabus. No teacher is going to tell you how to pursue this career path. You will understand that only with some working professionals. That is why teachers are different and working professionals are different. Is this making sense? Yeah. Okay. So the last part is that you will get into those colleges, you will get into those after finishing the college, you will go to those architects and designers. And once in 5-6 years journey, when you learn everything, when you travel a lot with them, when you explore a lot with them, then you are ready to launch your own office or you launch your own label or maybe your own design product, a studio, something like this. So this is how a journey goes. You pick any big label across the world, their labels, the designers became famous when they were at least 35 plus in their age. There's not a single designer in this world who was like 22, 23 and became a designer all across the globe. It doesn't happen. So you can have the sense of design. You must be very, very good at everything, at creating and all. But in order to become there, in order to be there and be in that, that limelight, it takes time. Because it's a responsibility, guys. You have to understand this. We are not solving. We are not just showcasing ourselves. Like for example, Zara. The owners of Zara are 37 and 40, right? The owners of Zara. The principle of Zara was to make this brand very, famous and huge, and they did it. Zara clothes are very amazing. Hmm? But the purpose of the purpose of this, their business is not to sell design. It is to earn money from basic few products. Is it making sense to everyone? Yes. Yeah. So this is the last part, and the last. This is the how your career journey would be. 4 years, 3 years of college, depending on whether you go with your skills or that is into government, or you go into private because you are not that skillful. You won't be able to clear those exams. You will go into private. How you're going to select the private? I told you. You have to compare the syllabus, not go through the pomp and show of the college, how beautiful it looks and all, right? And I tell you what, in my experience of 10 years of teaching, I've seen fashion designing students, especially, just wasting money and showing that they're very fashionable. And that is not fashion. We all know late choreographer Saroj Khan. We all know her, right? And we all know how fat she was. But she was able to she created Madhuri Dixit. She created Aishwarya Rai. Because she had the skill, not the looks. Am I making myself clear here? Ranveer Singh, one of the finest dancers right now, he is choreographed by Ganesh Acharya, and Ganesh Acharya is another such person mm, who looks very bulky. He's huge, right? So choreographers are supposed to choreograph. They're not supposed to be a model. They're not supposed to look good and sexy and oh wow, the person is very interesting. No, it's not like that. Are you getting what I'm saying here? A teacher teaching medicine is not a doctor. Are you getting this? In the same way, institute teaching fashion is not into modeling. So you have to understand this. A teacher teaching design is not owning a store in some New York or London and trying to tell, oh, we are very famous. No, it's not like that. The subject has to be clear. The teachers should be talking sense. The California College of Architecture, I can take the name of it because you should Google and YouTube it. They have got amazing speakers on YouTube. Their lecture series is available to all. But you know what? Every student's yearly fees there is 20 to 40 lakh rupees. That's a huge amount. So basically, they are dealing with design, but they are expecting a lot of money. If you don't have money, you cannot go there. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you think education should be like this? I don't think so. Right? So there has to be some options. There has to be a middle way. 20 to 40 lakhs is huge. If not 20 to 40 lakhs, at least 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs a year is okay. Right? And I don't think so. California College of Architecture has created a designer which we know by name. We have never heard any of those designers so far. Are you getting what I'm saying here? So they are having the business, they are running there, but it is the money that is, they're trying to sell it off. Like we go to CCD, we spend 200 rupees on a coffee, and the same coffee is available in a shop for 15 rupees. Are you getting the difference? This branding part is different. That will come secondary once you start your fashion business. But looking the brand like this is stupidity. I hope I'm making myself clear with everyone. Okay. And as a design student, if you should be smart enough to invest your money. If you want to have coffee, go have a coffee worth 15-20 rupees at McLeod Square or wherever you are. But if you want to impress somebody with the ambience, you should take them to CCD. That's a good dating place. Right? Okay. So the purpose, right? The function. Okay. So I hope the journey is clear. Now, as I said, one last important point that I want to add here is that fashion and design and architecture, all these subjects, they need investment from your side. You need money to invest. I talked about 4 students right now, correct? These 4 students, majority of the Tibetan students are studying under the Tibetan education funds. Okay. The government is arranging funds for them. But what I believe is that is not sufficient. Whether you study from NIFT or you study from my institute, if I give you 100% scholarship or a 50% scholarship or whatsoever it is, ultimately you will have to buy a pencil. Ultimately, you will have to buy a laptop. Ultimately, you have to go to some place to understand what design is. Do you all agree to this? Yes. And I'm not going to pay for that. Tibetan government is not going to pay for that. Right? You have to arrange that money. Let us say Kalsang Chofel is here and he's sketching something very nicely on a piece of paper with his sketch pen. And here is, let us say, Tenzin Sefel. She has an iPad and she is doing the illustration work very well. As a teacher, both are equal for me. I'm going to judge both of them equally as a teacher. I will not say, oh, Sefel is very rich, I like her. No, 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 no. It is not going to work like that. Both of doing are the same. Both of them are doing the same job. But Tenzin Sefel is much ahead of Kalsan Chofel because of the technology. Are you getting this point? Okay, tell me one thing. Do you think you would have able to attend this webinar if you would have not got a good phone or a laptop or a good internet connection? Do you think you would have able to attend this? Exactly. In fashion also, in design and architecture studies also, you need that. How you can do is like one of my students he had a sponsor from Germany. So he used to get his all his things sponsored by somebody. I think there's a provision in Tibetan education funding where you can get a sponsor. If you can get a sponsor, and the studies is not the studies are not expensive. If you're brilliant, if you're smart enough, I'll give you 50-70% scholarship, or even 100% if you're smart enough. That's a promise from my side. But again, then you have to buy the fabrics, you have to buy the machine, you have to buy the equipments. How will you manage for that? So you have to get there. You can be very active on Instagram, but when people will come and meet you, they need to see the products. So we have to be very practical when we are approaching this. So you need to have a sponsor, or you have to have a side money earning, methods. How you can earn money and support yourself. Now these 4 students I'm talking about, one of them is what is her name? Her name was Tenzin again, Simple Tenzin. She's in Dehradun, and she's helping her uncle with the tailoring chupa and all because she was lacking funds. Understand this. There's a girl called Sonam. She couldn't do it because again she pursued her master's in political science because she had money issues. There is guy called Tenzin Yonten. He is in Bailakupi right now, and he is learning art. He's learning the Thangka painting because after studying for 2 years, he realized I am more into Thangka painting. I should get into that. So basically, a purpose is solved. Okay. And the first student I'm talking about who's very successful, his name is JC Jigme Cholak, and he is staying in Dharamshala. Chozam, you know him? Okay. 2 people are putting their heads up. He has studied here for 1.5 years with me. His education, everything was free. But again, he also realized that he's more of a fine artist than a designer. So even if the education is free, you will get a purpose after some time. And even JC, his short version, his name is JC Jigme. He had equally financial issues as well. So all I'm saying is, from my experience, even if you're talented, I've seen talented people going towards the cheaper options available, and that, guys, is not fair for yourself. It will fetch you money, but then you will be the whole life will be like, oh, I could have done this, but I could not. So when you are entering in this field of design, you have to be prepared. How I'm going to fund myself? That is the most important thing. It's like you are having skills, but you don't have the means to show it, right? So I think that concludes the whole flow of this series, and I hope you have liked it. Now, if you have, last part now, the little bit of information about my institute. I have a 3-year course in fashion design and 3-year course in interior design. Right now, I'm offering a online course of 16 weeks and 20 weeks, level 1 and level 2 in fashion design right now, which is online. It will happen like this on Zoom. It doesn't include stitching or embroidery or garment construction or sketching. It is just about the theory part of designing, which will be very helpful. Either you are a student of design in interior or design in fashion, right? It's a paid thing due to this whole COVID thing. My institute's admissions will start next year in June and July. So you have a lot of time to prepare till that. The 3-year course that I have developed is has the basics from NIFT. So the NIFT curriculum, I have taken that as my base. 70% of my syllabus is from NIFT. My faculties are part-time faculties coming from NID and NIFT. My guest lecturers, they come from NID, that is National Institute of Design, and National Institute of Fashion Technology. They take the lecturers, they are the guest lecturers here, and they're amazing. Okay. So, and I'm offering this. If you are worthy enough, if you are good enough, I'll judge you and I'll give you 50 or 70 or 100% scholarship depending on your, your uh, attributes, your how smart you are, how good you are in academics. Okay. But the whole admission process in my place will start after March and April. Till that time, you can either do the online class and have an idea of what this course is all about, how it goes, or you can work at home, practice your skills, know more about design wherever you are interested. YouTube and Google, trust me, guys, is full of everything. You can just type things and things will come. But I'll tell you one thing and take it as a statutory warning: never ever read something and assume that you know it. There's a lot to understand here, and design is one such thing that 1 plus 1 is 11, 1 plus 1 is also 2. So design is very, it has its own perspectives. People can fight very easily in design, in understanding design. It's not easy. So a lot of cases happens where JC, the student I'm talking about, and many other students I've seen who have understood design limited, and then they thought they know it. It's very common with young people. See, I'm 36 years old. I'm on this in this field since 2004. So definitely I have like a 16-year experience. Okay, studying and teaching. So all I've seen is that limited knowledge will take you to limited areas. Lot of knowledge will take you to a lot of areas. Okay. So this is very, very important that you should have patience, money, dedication. If you have patience, you're gonna go long. If you have money, you will stay. If you have dedication, you will get, the multiple folds of your effort. It's like a multiplication, exponential growth, which we call. Okay. So yeah, I'm done. So Saring Paldan, Tenzin Yingen, Nawang, Tashi, Yeshigyatso, Kalsang, Tenzin. Okay, everyone is Tenzin here. So all the Tenzins and Sarings. If you have any questions, you can ask me. You can unmute yourself. Let us have a good question answer session and then we can end.
Shashankji, I would like to add one thing here, that after pursuing fashion and interior designing, I know that despite being a fashion designer and an interior designer, one can also be a fashion blogger, right? Fashion blogger, and one can also be a style advisor, and one can also be an entrepreneur by starting up their own outlet. So there are lots of career options out of these two courses. So I would like to request you to please shed some light on this topic. Like, what are the job options available in these two courses?
Okay, as I said that, see, it's a good question. It's a very practical one, but you have to understand one thing. If you're entering in a fashion designing college and you're planning to become a fashion blogger, I think it's a very, it's a very understatement. If you are going to learn fashion designing and you're planning to become, what you say, if you're planning to become a stylist, again, that's an understatement. See, fashion stylists, fashion bloggers, fashion influencers, what else? I think you said to become an entrepreneur, opening up an outlet. These are the small byproducts of studying fashion design. And they're very small topics. They're very small things. All the fashion stylists, because they could not understand fashion designing, are fashion stylists. Are you understanding this? All the entrepreneurs, because they could not pursue the fashion designing, they had money, they opened up a store and now doing business. And I give you this challenge. I give you all of you this challenge. Go to the store of Adidas. Go to the store of Tommy Hilfiger. Go to the store of Calvin Klein next time and ask their owner, what is their degree? It's not fashion, it's management. So we have to understand, if you are wanting to become a fashion stylist, you don't even need to understand fashion designing. You can just sit on YouTube and you can just keep doing this fashion stylist. See, as an educator, I will not tell you that become a fashion stylist because it's a good career. No, it's not. It's a very short-lived career. It's like, okay, let me come up to this. There are many good Tibetan cafes, in Dharamshala, in McLeodganj. Do you go to have their Tibetan tea? Yes. Do you go to have the Tibetan bread? Yes. But do they serve aloo paratha? Yes. Because they have to do business. Am I making myself clear? So aloo paratha for them is fashion styling for us. It's not a big job. It's not a big job at all. There are million fashion stylists, million fashion bloggers right now. But good fashion designers are very few. People who are like me, who have studied architecture, who have studied interior designing, and now are into academics, in teaching others, this is even lesser. So we have less number of fashion designers, we have less number of educators, and we have lots of influencers. Any one of us here, sitting here, including Jigme Lamo, and everyone can become a fashion stylist after 6 months if we want to. We can easily become a fashion stylist, not a big deal. One of your fashion icons, I admire her a lot, Tenzin Mariko, right? Now she is amazing. The first time I saw her, I was traveling with her to the Delhi airport, and I saw that she's some Korean model. She has a good height. She's amazing. Her dressing sense is like, okay, wow. But does that make her a model? No. Does that make her a fashion designer? No. But is she an influencer? Yes, she is. Can she become a blogger? Yes, she can. Are you understanding the difference, everyone here? So what I am asking you to become is the big thing, the fashion designer, fashion stylist, fashion vlogger, Instagram influencer, entrepreneurs, retail outlet is the byproduct of all this, and you can become everything once you study fashion design. Huh. After studying the fashion designing course, if you feel, oh, this subject is very tough for me, I cannot do this, let me become a fashion stylist. Yes, there is a lot of money in that. If you say I'll become a fashion blogger, yes, there is a lot of money in that. If you say I'll open up a retail outlet with my husband or with my wife or with my partner, that's a good idea. Definitely, definitely. But okay, if I have to compare this question, if I have to find an analogy, let us say your sister or your brother is going to study medical. She's going to become an MBBS doctor. Would you tell them, okay, how about opening up a medical store? The person will say, I'm going to become a doctor and asking me to open a medical store. Are you understanding this? Yes. A doctor can open a medical store as a side business. But after studying medicine, if you open a medical store, you know, that is only happening if a person is not studying the medical science properly. So yes, fashion stylist and fashion vlogger, all these career prospects are amazing. But the father of all this is fashion design. If you are understanding that, you are surviving a better career in all those prospects. Manish Malhotra is a fashion stylist for so many Hollywood designers. Manish Arora is a fashion designer, fashion stylist for Michelle Obama. So he's a fashion designer, but he's a stylist for Michelle Obama as well. Do you see the flow chart? Do you understand that? Yeah. The Himachal, this Dharamshala cricket stadium, right? It was designed by a private firm. Okay, the government gave it the project to the private firm, but the private firm is not just designing cricket stadiums. The private firm from Australia is actually designing big buildings. So all this fashion stylist, fashion vlogger will become a byproduct of it, and you can easily pursue it. But looking at that as a career is a very short life. So it's a request that try to focus more on the fashion design syllabus, understand that subject thoroughly, and yes, then on your potential, according to your capacity, you can go for those lower prospects. Jigme, I think I have answered the question properly. Yeah. Yes. Anything else?
So do we have a question?
Please have the interaction, guys. This will be good. I would love to know more from you as well. Yes, Sefel, go ahead.
So, like designing has a lot of aspects to it, right? Interior designing, fashion designing. I read a little. There was even leather designing, then jewelry designing, and all that.
Mm-mm. Yes.
So, how do you know that like which one is more suitable for you?
Very
Because
good question. See,
yeah,
okay, let us take it this way. I want to assume I want to become a chef. Okay. Now, let us say if I want to become a chef, I need to know how to prepare continental, Chinese, Indian, Thai, Japanese, Tibetan. Agreed? Yes or no? But if someone is telling you, learn how to make momos in 7 days, learn how to make a sushi in 14 weeks. This is also a course. That is also a course. Am I making myself clear? So, jewelry designing, leather designing, shoe designing, all these designings are the subtopics of fashion design. So when you study fashion design, you will get to know in level 1 in your bachelor's, you will learn all these subtopics. When you will do your master's in fashion design, you will select one such topic from it. Okay, I studied about leather in all the 4 years. Now I want to do my master's in leather in fashion, in master's in leather design. Sefel, it is just like becoming a doctor. You do MBBS, you study all the subjects. But when you do MS and MD, you select one topic. It's like neurosurgeon, ophthalmologist, orthopedic. Are you getting this, Sefil? So, so fashion designing is a big grand subject. Other topics are a part of it. Yeah.
because generally in admissions I've seen that they've like for example in NIFT, when like before I did my hotel management, I saw
Mm-mm.
that there were seats, like specific seats allotment like for leather designing and that, because उसमें वो नहीं लिखा था कि पूरा सब्जेक्ट होता है, उसमें ये लिखा था that there's a seat for leather designing, there's a seat for interior and all that. So
I think you need to have already an interest in that subject. See, I think if you are already having an interest in the subject of leather designing, you already know already about it. If you already are good in chemistry, if you're already good with the subject, then getting into that course directly is easy. Otherwise, they will conduct as I said, they will conduct the entrance exam. After the entrance exam, if they will, if you'll clear, they will have the group discussion and personal interview. If you fail it, you will not get into. So leather design, jewelry design, furniture design, all the subjects are there, and all the colleges will offer it. Will offer it. But it's like, if you are if you already have an interest, already you are very well prepared for it, about it, you know about it, you can go for it. Hmm? But otherwise, the main subject is fashion, architecture, or interior. I think studying that is much better. Yeah. Yes. Anyone else? Lopsang, you have any question? Tenzing Lopsang, how do you like it? You look like a painter already.
Yeah, it was like kind of a little bit kind of like bumped up in between. So, do you think it does make sense without studying, but doing like internship under some sort of like designer, which makes sense?
I think education is important. Information is important. Because what will happen if you go to a designer, if the designer is as good as a teacher, if the designer has the patience to teach you, then yes, it can be done. But in order to have that trust, in order to have that, whether the see, if there is no syllabus, how will you know that the designer is teaching you well or not? For example, you go to a designer and you tell them, I'm going to stay with you for another 2 years to teach me everything. I don't think so that not that all the designers are well versed, well equipped enough to teach everything. What you learn in an internship, what you learn in a training is the projects that the designers already are doing. For example, I am given a project to design an Indian bridal wedding gown. Okay. If I'm working on an Indian bridal wedding gown for say 3 months, I will train you for that. But what about a leather jacket? What about a overcoat? What about a trouser? What about a pant? So all that I am doing, maybe I will share it with you. Maybe the ifs and buts and pros and cons of it. But going under a designer and expecting that I will learn everything, I don't think so. That's very tough. You have to have the designer's attitude in that if he is ready to teach me or not. And which is very rare because everyone is working for money. Very few people are working for art and design.
Yeah, it's kind of like way towards the shortcut kind of.
Yeah. It's a shortcut. See, I told you, if you can get some good designer who is promising you that yes, I will teach you everything, that's one thing. But no. See, the Tibetan tailors, they know very well how to stitch a chupa. You go and ask them, can you stitch a blouse, Indian blouse? They have no idea. How are they tailor then? So they are tailor, but they have this limited scope. Now, if you go to a Tibetan tailor, he teaches you everything in tailoring, but he teaches you what he knows, not what you are supposed to know. Am I making sense here? Yes. Okay.
So, fashion design, I mean, like the design and fashion that we're talking about is very different from designing of like books, right? Because we have people designing magazines and all that. So it is very
Correct.
different from what we're talking right now, right?
Yes. They're both very different. That is, designing books comes under graphic design,
So your institute is
fashion and interior.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I do have like one more question as well.
Yes.
So yeah, for the interior design,
Mm-mm.
so in Katsu Institute, more of like, I'm not saying it's kind of like regional. So when we study in Indian Institute, so when we apply, mostly it's 80% or 90% on basis of Tibetan culture-based interior design. Will that make difference?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Will that make difference? While studying on the base of like different kind of culture-based interior design,
Mm-mm.
so while on being impractical, we were like mostly on the base of our own kind of like culture-based design, interior design kind of.
Correct.
So does that make difference? While studying something else, on practical is kind of like different as well.
Very good question. See, I appreciate that. Now, see, when you study interior or when you study fashion, I think a good college will teach you everything. They will teach you the basics. Now, an Indian house, Lobsang, you imagine an Indian house with a window of an Indian house and window of a Tibetan house. They basically have same construction techniques, but the art is little different. 80% of these windows are same. Okay, 80% of these windows are same. The 20% difference is there. Now, how will you learn that? When you will be doing your designing, a good college or what we do here, we give you case studies, we give you projects. So when you are doing a second year of interior design, we will ask you to design an office. You can pick any theme. You can go for an African style, you can go for Tibetan style, you can go for Australian style. So when you are designing, you will have to make a choice. What is going to be your flavor of design? How you are going to represent Tenzin Lobsang in the market? What is Tenzin Lobsang's favorite style? What is Tenzin Lobsang's favorite color? This is what a college will teach you to project. This is what we do. So for example, you are supposed to design an office and you want to have an Indo-Tibetan mix. So you will bring the Indian style and the Tibetan style, you will create that style. And I, as a teacher, I, as a judge, will tell you where you're wrong, what is right, how it can be made better. So you will have to understand the basics first, that this is a window, this is how we make it. Now I want to design a window which is both Indo and Tibetan style, Indian style, Tibetan style mix. That you will be getting approved from the college and from your faculties, and then you can make that as your style. Okay, this is how I am, this is who I am. I hope I cleared my question, your question. Net slow here, so won't be able to turn on the video. Sorry, sir. Okay. So I think this question is by Yeshi Gatso. Yeshi Gatso. Who is Yeshi Gatso? Yes. Okay, I can see you. So the question by Yeshi Gatso is, if you learn graphic design first and then you go to fashion design first, is this the right process? I tell you, graphic designing is a huge subject. It covers everything. A graphic designer will design a logo of the company. A graphic designer will design the pattern behind me that you see on this laminate. A graphic designer will design the print of the curtain that you can see behind Tenzin Lopsang. A graphic designer will also design the mobile cover of a mobile, right? So basically, the graphic designer can design anything. But when you take admission in fashion design, when you take admission in interior design, you are taught the graphic designs which are applicable in your subject. So basically, if you learn graphic designing separately, you will learn 100 topics. But if you will learn fashion designing, you will learn 30 topics which are important and necessary. So you will not waste your time in learning those extra 70 topics. Is this making sense? Okay. And this is the question that somehow relates with Sefil's question, that when you learn leather designing, you will become a master in leather, but imagine after you finish your leather designing business, after you start your leather designing business, how much money can you earn? How much leather articles are you going to sell? But if you become a fashion designer, you are definitely can sell a leather design jacket. Am I making myself clear now? So you can become a master in designing a particular thing, but you need to have that many clients for that if you want to earn money. But initially, for any fashion designer, many of the fashion designers, their business is not good. You know why? Indian fashion designers, because they're only making traditional and wedding clothes. The business goes for 3-4 months, and the whole year they're just sitting idle at home. They have nothing to do. And then there are designers who are designing classic clothes, which you can wear all the year. You can wear it anytime, any weather. These designers are making a lot of money. Tommy Hilfiger, Zara. Are you getting the point now? Basics, classics. So that decision power will get better. So when you study a particular subject, when you, for example, if you're studying graphic designing, you will cover everything. From a chocolate wrapper to a bottle, you can do design anything. But that's like, what will you design? You can design everything, but again, your focus is not there. But when you are learning fashion design, you know what I'm supposed to, what prints are good, what lines are, what design will look good. Okay. I hope this replied your answer, Yeshi. Yeah. There's one more question. Is it good to pursue fashion design after MCOM, or is it like waste of MCOM? Oh my God. I will ask you, if you have done MCOM, why are you not doing MCOM only? Continue with that. If you don't do, see, it's your choice. You know what personally I feel is, when you study something, you should not study that to earn money. This is my personal belief. I don't know if I can show you or not, but this is my room. Maybe I can show you. I have a lot of Tibetan books here, which are on Buddhist philosophy. Okay, I have a lot of books here. I read a lot. I think I have 5,000 books. But I am not reading this to hold webinars and seminars. It's for my purpose. So when you're learning MCOM, you know what, Sering Paldan, what I would ask you to do, you have done MCOM, you earn money because of that, because you are a commerce postgraduate. So you definitely know business very well. You can ask Jigme here, you can ask other people here, where are the better business prospects. Just get a good job. And as a part-time, you can start with fashion design as well. Earn money, do the fashion designing as well. Now, if you're choosing fashion designing, MCOM, BCOM is gone. It's no point anywhere. Maybe once you become a fashion designer, you can apply that business sense to your store. But again, you have failed as a MCOM student. Sorry to say this, but you have failed. So why will you have a failed person? You know what? If you have not done this subject very well, obviously you will not do judgment to your own business. Are you getting this or not? Are you getting this? I have done my MCOM. Let us say I did my MCOM. Now I'm not getting a career in this. It means I'm not able to do it very well. Now I'm doing my fashion designing. If I become my own businessman, my own business advisor, do you think it's going to work? No. So if it is fashion, it has to be fashion. If you can do both, amazing. Nothing better than that. But once you get into fashion, forget about BCom, forget about MCom, forget about history, forget about politics. That's just a piece of information for you. That's it. So you cannot consider it waste, but just don't consider it.
Shashankji, I would like to add a point over here that if MCom is not of your interest, or it's like you're not liking it, or it's not your cup of tea, it's never too late to switch your career.
Agreed.
I would say that, yeah.
Agreed, very much.
Yeah, right. Because most of us, Shashankji, because for example, like me, I never had a career counseling opportunity. I chose a career which was recommended by my family.
By your
So
family,
there
yes.
are lots of Tibetan youth who never had this
Opportunity.
counseling
Yeah.
opportunity. So they tend to choose a career which are more suitable for their friends or their family. So they never know that it's going to work for them. So
Agreed,
they
very
tend
much.
to make a wrong choice. So
And that is why I extended my hand to you people. I said definitely a lot of people would need this, and they need this advice. They need this, idea that what should be done. Because I'm very much concerned about, I once met Samdong Rinpoche when he visited Baroda, and I asked this question to him that if you have to give advice to the youth, what will you give? He said, education is very important. But education doesn't mean that everyone is doing political science, I am supposed to do political science. If everyone is doing commerce, I will also do commerce. No, that awareness, what I want to do. And I think, the Tibetan history is very tough. It's not easy to be refugees. It's not easy to have no, backups. It's not difficult. So yeah, we have to change this and we will. And TCC is doing an amazing job in that. So yeah.
yeah, thank you. Then should we wrap up the program?
Yes.
Okay. So I must say that the program was very informative, and I hope all of us had a clear insight of these two career, fashion designing and interior designing. If you are confused or have any questions, you can approach personally to Mr. Shashankji, who will be very happy to assist you. You can also
Yes.
approach TCC. So you can approach us anytime, any day, except on weekend, I must say that.
Right.
Okay. So shall we
Okay,
wrap up then?
I'm putting up my phone number there in the chat.
Okay.
You can all approach me there. So I don't have any other business number. That's the only number I have. So I have posted it in the chat. I hope everyone has received it. Yes.
Yes, it is visible.
So you can copy it right away so that once the meeting is over, you don't lose it. Okay, that's great. Can we have a photograph?
Yeah, sure.
If you all can just put your videos
Yes,
on.
video on Chidachidara.
Yes, very good. Please hide the dog.
I think they are camera shy. So
That's okay. We have all of
let's
it.
just leave them. Yeah.
Yeah. So just you can all give a smile. Yes. Okay. Done.
Okay, done. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule and being here for the program. So thank you. And special thank you to Mr. Shashankji for coming up with this idea of hosting the program. So
And
thank you
and I
so
hope
much.
to host more such programs.
Yeah, sure,
Let us
we will
have
do that.
more on specific subjects, because there's a lot of free education that I can
Yeah.
give on this. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you so much,
you.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Thank
good day.
you.
Bye bye. Tashitele.
Lesson. Someone lo chabu cheduchi. Thank you.
Tuche, thank you.